It is what it is. I got to make a living. Okay. So my name's Ken Finnan, and my job is to get you past all the exams. And the number one question I get before I do my live, so I'm hoping to save some time and make it less chaotic, is what do I do? I'm taking the test tomorrow or 2 weeks or whatever it is. So let's, first of all, if you're taking it tomorrow, too late, you're fucked. Okay? No, I'm kidding around. Get some sleep. If you're taking it tomorrow, you should not be on my live. You should be getting sleep and you should be going over customer accounts. Literally any exam you take, literally any exam, you should probably read customer accounts. I have crash course videos you can watch, playlists you can watch. Go watch those and get some sleep. If you have a significant other, make sure they do the right thing or ask them to do the right thing. And you don't want to make them do anything, but ask them. Just massage, that's all I'm talking about. Just keep it relaxed, no fighting, stuff like that. Now, if you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so if you're taking it tomorrow, what are you doing out here? Get off here, click and get out of here. If you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so let's say you're taking it in 2 days. Tomorrow is no testing. It's adding knowledge, reading customer accounts, going over videos, hopefully my crash course videos or others. Bottom line is you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to take a test. I'm not a fan of testing. Some people like it. I disagree with it because if you go bad, there's no upside. If it goes bad for you, you're screwed. So I say, don't take a test tomorrow. Take it easy. Around dinner time, you're done. I don't care if you're taking the test at 5 o'clock at night. At dinner time, you're done. Okay? Don't do anything. Again, the night before is always kind of go out to dinner. Don't go, pounding, going fireballs, but just literally go out to dinner maybe. Talk to people who aren't involved in it, who don't care about the test, don't want to hear it. You want to do stuff that just relax you. If you have SDC or Notman, they have these little sheets that you can go through. Maybe the day before, make sure you go over it like hot sheets or key topic stuff or crunch time facts. Again, I have crash course playlists, a whole playlist on almost every test you can take. Now, let's say you're taking it more than 2 days out. So what you want to do is within the up to, but not including the last, I don't even know if that's right. The last 8 to 10 days is testing, okay? Before that, you're reading and quizzing and testing, all that. A lot of focus on reading, mostly focus on reading, watching videos, adding knowledge. But in the last 8 days, not including the day before, so whatever that is, so 10 days before, you're going to take tests every day. One test, not two. If it's a 63 of the SIE, maybe you can take two. But again, I don't think it works so well. Oh, I feel the heat on my back. I really just want to turn around and take a dive. The problem is when I go in there, there's a manatee warning. The boats have to go around me. I have to wear a flag saying manatee, don't hit me, stuff like that. Now, up to but not including the day before the test, you are to take one final a day. Now, remember something. When you do a final, review the whole thing, not just the wrong answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do a triage. There's really 3 or 4 choices. You look them over. If you got it right for the right reason, you're good. Move on. Make sure you read the answer why, okay? 2, if you got it right for the wrong reason, mark that down. You have to review it because if you got it right because you guessed, that's just as bad as a wrong. Almost more dangerous, right? Because you think you got it. 2, if you got it wrong because you misread it, which happens with the Kaplan, Past Perfect, SDC, even Achievable, all of them, you can misread it. If you get it wrong because you misread it, but you knew the concept, don't worry about it. The last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know your shit. That you have to review. So really, you're going to have 4 choices, mark them all, and then if you got it right for the right reason or wrong because you misread it, but you understand the concept, don't worry about it. The ones you have to review are the ones you got right for the right reason, and then the ones you got for the wrong reason. The ones you got for the wrong reason. See, when I talk too fast, my brain is here, my mouth is here, and they're not in conjunction. And then ones you got right for the wrong reason, like guessing, and then you got to be honest with yourself. Don't be like, oh, I think I know it. Or the ones you got wrong for the right reason. I guess the right reason to be wrong, you don't know it. If you're starting to memorize questions, buy another QBank. STCS 4 supplemental exams. If you want, buy Kaplan. But again, you don't want to add a new QBank in the last few days. You want to do it out so you can literally get used to the question because you don't want to switch it up the day before. Again, you need to go in there like a badass. You need to go into the test like I'm going to fucking own this shit and you're going to run it, okay? You got to go in there confident. You got to understand that if you go in there confident, if you go into this test as a confident badass, not cocky, confident, I know my shit, then when you see a hard question, you're going to go, oh, I can do this, okay? And you can work through it or even mark for review, shit like that. If you go in there where you're not sure and you're like, oh, I'm afraid, then every hard question is going to look to you like, see, I knew I should have waited. And that's a bad thing because you won't try it. I've seen that so many times where if you give someone positive confirmation of good work, they're willing to work a little bit harder on the question. if you're like, oh, I'm not ready, they go, oh, I knew I wasn't ready. They give up. We don't want give up. We want you to attack it like you know your shit. Okay. And that's literally it. You maybe want to watch some of my exam walkthrough videos during my live, but not the night before. I don't want to see you the night before. I want to see you after you pass so we can play a song for you and blow it out your ass. Okay. Good. Okay. Everyone, go beat this thing. You got this. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. And you need to say every morning, get up in the morning, brush your teeth with your offhand, even if you want to brush your teeth with your foot, and keep saying, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass it. Say it like 10 times with confidence. Not I need to pass it. Not I got to pass it. I'm going to pass it. That's your goal. Go beat this thing. We got it, baby.
Go. Shut up. Shut up already. Shut up already. Jesus Christ, Ken. You can't shut your goddamn mouth. Jesus. God, he talked for 5 goddamn minutes. He just loves to hear himself talk.
Okay. Are you talking in the third person or are you talking to yourself?
Talking to him. That fucking asshole wouldn't get off the fucking phone, off the thing. 5 minutes. Who wants to hear 5 minutes of that shit? God. Chris, whatever you want, baby. I go down. We go down your route. It's going to be 6. Remember, tonight is NASAA night, baby. 63, 65, 66. And don't forget, I'm not doing the membership on Sunday because I'm going to be in Atlanta watching them play the Redskins. The Falcons play the Redskins. And I will be on a plane. So, oh, baby, Anna, it just started, baby. We're in. Okay, now, since I'm not doing it Sunday, I'm doing the membership class, the 65, 66 membership class right after this. So as soon as this shuts down, everyone is in the membership class, jump on, and we will have some fucking fun. Or I'll be tired and yell at you. I don't know. I had a long day today. I had 2 classes. I had a class from Texas, and then I had another one from Greenwich. Just long. I don't like doing classes on Zoom. I don't. I mean, because it's just, I'm going there next week, so it's fine. Not Texas, Greenwich.
Well, you have a private jet.
What?
That's why you have a private jet.
It's true. It's true. It is true. I never use it. I always forget about it. It sits there idling, you know. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, let's get into this shit. By the way, Dominique, welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Let's get the 24 done. Okay, yeah, and it's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. It's down to like 3 people again. It went up to like 8, down to like 2, up to 8, because everyone keeps passing. Patrick, the guy Patrick just passed, he totally thought he got like a 50 on the exam and he passed. It's great. That's a 24. Remember, tonight is NASAA night. Okay. First of all, Noah, I love it. Tell me if you can hear this. I'm not going to do the video. I'm going to turn the music, but let's see if you know this song. You're going to hate this. Can't hear it very well. But now I'm stuck. I can't get out of it. There it is. Okay. Anyway. It's not as good. Okay, anyway. So Noah, congrats, my man. That is outstanding. Boom. I love it. Yes, you could have done it without my help, but I'm glad I put you over the top. Okay. Jack Wormington. Outstanding. Done with the 7, and then 3 weeks later, you took the 66. That is a quick turnaround. That is outstanding. I love it. By the way, my wife hates when I do this shit. She goes, "You're really fucking annoying." But what else? What else is a wife for to keep you humble, right? When everyone tells me, "Oh, I'm great," no, just talk to my family, and you'll realize how much of a schmuck I am. Okay, but I mean, think about it now. So I have 4 kids. I have 6 grandkids. It's crazy. Okay. I'm surprised I'm a parent in the first place. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Gabe Umana. I'm always afraid to read a whole name because it's like, I'm worried they're going to do the old, loose, whatever. Mike Hunt. Okay. I've been getting 76. Okay. Again, 80s are a great thing to have, but they're not necessary. Again, it's like I want to dunk, but it ain't gonna happen. It'd be great. My sons can, I can't. Okay, I could maybe get halfway up the net. That's about it. I was a bigger guy. I was a tight end. I was not a wide receiver. Okay, so now, that sounds dirty. Anyway, so Gabe, if you're in the mid-70s on Kaplan, and here's the thing, and you're probably fine. Maybe what you do is, I don't know when your test is, but maybe take like 2-3 days and just go back and read some of the lower sections. Investment vehicles, some of the reg stuff. Maybe go back and do some of that and go from there. Okay. 30 times. So that's great. So I had a lady. How about this? So 2 years ago, I guess it was 3 years ago. It was right after COVID started. So maybe it's 3.5 or 4. I had a woman who was getting past the 66. She played my 66 quick and dirty every day. She drove around with the convertible down in Long Island. She was 86. 80 fucking 6. So any of you who are struggling to say I'm too old for this shit, no. She was 86. I mean, who knows if she's still around because it's been 5 years and she's 86. But she was an animal. So it's all in your fucking head. Okay. But that's awesome. So she drove around with that quick and dirty all the time too. Okay. Colleen, I don't have one specifically the 65, but the 66 and 65 are mostly the same thing. So I tell everyone, don't just watch the 66 quick and dirty. Watch the 63 and the 60. Watch the 63, 66 quick and dirty. Do that, and then you're good. That's for everyone taking the 66 or the 65. It really is mostly the same test. I mean, you look at STC, either Kaplan or STC, they literally, it's the same book. Maybe a longer chapter for business and economics. Okay. Noah, we got you. I got you with that crappy Noah song. Oh, no, by the Jubilaires, if you want to hear the whole thing. It was like one of the original raps. Yeah, Dominique, baby, let's go. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. That's awesome. Okay. Used to be Sundays. Now I went back to doing my FINRA and NASAA shit on Sundays. So I have Friday nights off. And Anna, we are live. Or is it Memorex? Okay. Welcome on, Anna. Get some questions. Now, tonight, remember, tonight is NASAA night, not 7. If you're coming to celebrate a win, I'm happy to do it. If you're coming and ask a question on the 7, that overlaps with the 65 or 66, happy to do it. But if it's purely a 7 shit, I'm going to kick you to next week. Okay. Okay. Cody, I've been waiting for that. I am telling you, you feel that this is the thing. The thing about the 7 is sure, you feel like you're failing all the time. But the 66, there's definitely people who take it and go, oh, so easy, and they fail, or so hard and they pass. Here's what I want to ask. Jack, if you're still on, and Cody, were there any surprises? Okay. Were there any surprises, okay, on the test? Both of you guys. Okay. Stephanie, this is a great question. If you sign up and if you shoot Jeff an email and show him a picture you're signing up, I'll give you the link. Because you probably won't see the alert because I sent it out on YouTube. It went out a couple hours ago. But if you want to join it, sign up, shoot Jeff an email with a snapshot showing you joined, and then I'll send you that. Okay. Boom. Okay. Good. Okay. There you go. Colleen, okay, here we go. Okay, that's awesome, Miss Burnett. SIE 6 and 63. Let's get this 65 out of the way, baby. It's going to help you. Boom. Okay. Alexa with her questions. Down Easter Alexa. Now, soft dollar. So soft dollar, guys. So soft dollar as opposed to hard dollar. Okay. So hard dollar, soft dollar. Just saying. Okay, so now, hard dollars is cash. So broker dealers can't accept cash for things other than transactions, okay? So that's the only way they can get paid. So what we do is we have a little workaround that if we provide a service for you, you give us trades and we charge a little bit more and we make the difference. So I can do, like, look, we abuse the system a little bit, like we do it for things we shouldn't. But according to the test, really it goes like this. Software, seminars, and research. Software, seminars, and research. That's what we can do it for, okay? So software, seminars, and research, if we pay for that for you, you give us your trades, and here's what we do. If I normally charge you a penny a share, once I kick on that expense, I up it to 2 cents a share. So now you're paying me 2 cents for every trade. So what do? The extra penny goes into my pocket. The other penny goes to pay off the research that I did for you, that I found for you. That's really what soft dollars is, but it's software, seminars, and research. We do it for other things. Like, it's not for hardware really, but if you need the hardware to do the software, it does. It can't be compliance software. It can't be salary. By the way, on this test, if I give out research and it's not mine, like third-party research, I have to say it's not my research. I can't really white label, right? I can't white label it. That's what it's called, I think, right? White label, when you put your name on something, right? So white labeling is, like, say I buy research for someone and they let me put my name on it instead of theirs. So you can pay for that. I can't do that as an IA. If I give you research that's not mine, I have to say it's not mine. However, If I give you a recommendation based on research, I don't have to tell you shit. So again, if I can do the research or email or whatever it is, and it's not mine, I have to say it's a third party. Okay. However, if I use different researches to get you to give you advice, I don't have to tell you where I got the information from. Okay, that works. Now, I like them. Okay. Look at that. Hold on. Look at this. Look what Alexa just asked. How fucking I am prescient. I am a soothsayer. I am a seer of the future. I knew that was coming. I didn't actually see it until now. Okay. I need to get you a new camera, man.
You don't like this camera?
I do, but I think you're kind of fadey. You're like,
stand by.
Okay. I'm waiting with bated breath.
I'm a magician. I will fix it.
Okay. But I still want to get you a new camera. Oh, your microphone sounds better, but I want to get you one. Okay. Do I like them, Joe? Yeah, I like them a lot. Are they the best? They're up there. Look, you're not going to get hurt with them. I'll put it that way. I think their questions are a little too convoluted for the test, but here's the good thing. If you can pass their shit, you should be fine. The only thing I have a problem with, and they're the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. But I haven't met a lot of people. So my bar's low for that. Oh, wow. There you go. What was that?
I was using the camera on my MacBook versus
Got it.
my better camera.
See, Apple sucks. And every way, Apple sucks. Oh, I'd be careful. My Siri might get mad and blow up my phone. Okay, I think we're good with that. Oh, I do like them, but I would think the problem is they say don't read their book, which I have a problem with. So, because I really want people to read your book, and I think their book's fine. I would definitely go for get them and maybe buy the Kaplan Q Bank as a backup. Now, if they use Kaplan, okay, if they did you just get an email? You see that come through? Okay. Do you want me to give you the link?
Yeah, send it over to me.
Okay. So, yeah, tell her also. Well, let me get it. Hold on. Guys, you have to deal with it. Talk amongst yourself. Oh, you might have got the thing, but here, let me send it to you anyway. Hold on. Jeff. I wonder what his email is. Oh, there it is. Scrolling across the bottom. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, boom, done. Okay, good. Okay, now back to this. I like them a lot. I always think get the Kaplan Q Bank as a backup. And again, I don't love Kaplan stuff, but they're the only ones that sell just the Q Bank. Maybe buy the STC supplemental exams. That doesn't hurt either. Okay. Guys, also, I love, if you take it, my perfect combo right now, only because STC doesn't sell their questions, is get the Achievable program. I have links in all my videos, and get the Kaplan Q Bank as a backup. That combination puts you over the top. It really does. I got my Florida team. They're killing it. The Florida people that I'm teaching, like it's like 40 people a week, and like half of them are passing every week. And basically half of the group, which means only half of them are taking it. It's pretty good. Okay. There you go. I like it. If it works, my man, it works. Okay. There you go, Joe. I love it. Okay. Yeah, so are we lawfully allowed to? Yeah, so if I say I'm registered, I don't know about, I'm lawfully allowed to give you advice. I'm lawfully allowed to execute. You have to make it so that, yes, I think, I got to stop reading this shit while I'm talking. You can say I'm registered. You can say I'm lawfully allowed to work in this state. You just can't be misleading that it sounds like you've been approved. Like they can say the SEC hasn't determined the merits of the issuer or the person selling them. It has to be very that flat. Okay. Joanna, yes, I do. I have one for the 63 and for the 66. That whole Jeff, have you seen that video of mine that I do? You should watch it if you're bored. Where I do, it's colorful screen, but it's literally me doing like a 5-minute blitz of questions with no answers, just open-ended questions.
Huh.
It's pretty good. I like it. I had fun doing it. It's good. Okay. So yeah. So Johanna, I definitely have that. I definitely have that. Okay. Oh, so Lucy, good question. For the 65 rate basics, so go to my options basics playlist and watch either the series, the first one or two. That'll put you over the top. You don't need to go deeper than that. Oh, and let me find it. This is a good one. This is, let's see what happens. Where are we? La la la. La 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 la. Everyone, we're working on it. I've been working on the 7 all the live long day. Yeah, this one's a freebie. Okay, so where are you, you bastard? Here we go. This one. So this video is a good supplement to my regular basics. It's a good one. Also, guys, if you're taking the 65, oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, Matt, I will get to you. I promise I'll get to you on this one. Okay, hold on. Stephanie, so Stephanie became a member. So if she emails you, I just see she became
No, I sent it to her.
Okay, good stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, that CE shows up all the time. I did the CE video because I know everyone's complaining about it. Okay. So, Lucy, I just put it in the bottom. That's a good one. And then go to my options basics playlist and find my video where I talk about that. Okay. There you go, Joey, baby. Joey! We're going to pass this fucker. Absolutely. Middle of October, boom, it's going to be, I'm going to love that. And by the way, guys, if you take the 66, and God forbid you, don't say the F word, you don't make it, you can take the 65 like 2 days later. Okay. Is it 5 years on the donor advised fund? I know you can only take 60% of your AGI. Is there a 5-year time limit? Indefinitely. Okay. No, no, U.S. government does not currently enforce a time limit. Let me see if there's, maybe I'm looking somewhere else. Hold on. Give, grow. I don't see anything about 5 years. I'm just double checking. Yep, there's no time limit, baby. So just remember, so guys, just because we know what we're talking about, so it's not total, but guys, what are you talking about? A donor advised fund is showing up on the test, okay? Now, that's where you can put money into this fund and take the deduction now. So if you put in, 20 grand into a fund, you can take the deduction now, but no more than, I think it's not, you can't take more than 60% of your average adjusted gross income, okay? You can do that each year. So, but you put it in there, you get the deduction now, and then in 5, 10, 15 years, you decide what charity to put it in. But it can't be your charity. So like Elon Musk can't put it in his. Bill Gates can't put it in the Bill and Melinda Gates charity. You can't do it in your own. You can put it in another charity, but you get the deduction now versus waiting 5 years. And you get to put it in there and it grows. You get to grow. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, again, the CE stuff is good. Remember, real quick thing on this continuing education. It's 12 credits. 6 have to be products and practices. The other 6 have to be ethics and prohibited shit, okay? And 50% of those 6 have to be ethics, okay? You can't roll it to the next year. If you take too money, you can't roll it. If you don't use it by the end of if you don't complete it by the end of the first year, you have 1 more year to complete all of your credits for the 2 years. If you don't, then you can't work. So again, if I don't finish my CE by December 31st this year, I get 1 more year. I'm CE deficient, not inactive. And then I have a year I have all of 2026 to finish 2025 and 2026. I can't keep carrying that year over. And then, but Bitcoin's 109. I should be buying it. Then you have to have it all done by the end of the year. If you don't, you can't carry it for the year behind. Then you'll be CE inactive and you can't work. Boom. Also, if you duly registered and you have FINRA CE that you have to do, you can use that towards 6 just to products and practice as well. Boom. Love it. Okay. Yeah, Joe A., I'm thinking about it. I would think about it, but I don't know if she needs to spend the money for the options. Although, if she joins the class, it's $25 and you get the videos. And we meet every Sunday night, except for this Sunday. I'm meeting tonight instead. Okay. So Stephanie, can you make sure you got the link unless you confirmed it with Jeff already. I just want to make sure, because some people go, I didn't get it. Okay. Oh, and then you sent it to the other one too, right?
I have who?
So Stephanie joined, joined.
I sent it to Stephanie.
And then the other girl, she emailed us. Johnny Campbell.
Yeah, I gotta send it to Johnny now.
Okay, guess what? Okay. It's funny. It could be a guy. I kept saying it as Joni.
I don't know. I think it's.
I don't know. He's probably like, fucking A, I'm a guy. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, you're probably not watching. Okay.
I just sent it to him.
Okay. Yeah, the stablecoin stuff, right? So I did a video on that, but here's what I tell everyone. A stable, I'll get into, I have a whole video on it. I'm not going to worry about it. But remember, a digital currency is like a Bitcoin, stuff like that. That's what they call fungible, right? But you can trade it, okay? Blockchain is the method to verify the transaction. Remember that. So a blockchain, the digital currency is like a Bitcoin, shit like that.
Joni, I think it's Joni. I'm a girl.
Oh, good. Thank you very much. Because girls are less insulted than the guys. You call a guy, girls are a little more open-minded. Like, yeah, okay. Now,
what about somebody calls you Ken and you go, it's Kenneth.
Oh God. No, so this is where let me.
I've had that happen to me where I talk to somebody and you call them, if you go, hey Mike, and it's Michael.
Yeah, we had a guy did on the floor once. It didn't go very well. He was an intern. Did not go well. What was I going to say? Oh, so I'm back on this. So blockchain, digital currency is like an acceptable strategy to put in. Oh, let me do one thing. It's a digital strategy. You can add it into your strategic portfolio. Did you see the executive order in August about 401ks?
What, the new limits and everything?
Oh, that they can do alternative assets.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the IRA limit with high earners that just came out. They're thinking
I missed it. I'll have to look for that. But the 401k, not yet. He told the agency start looking into allowing it, so that 401ks can invest in PE, venture capitalists, digital coins, shit like that. That's an interesting move, but that's scary as hell. But I think they said each thing can put limits on who you like maybe you can't put more than 10% of your shit into a PE firm or something like that. But how much money is going to go into PE now? That's trillions of money going into PE now. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we got Sue, baby. Okay. Any tips for staying focused? Okay. Get a whip. And anytime, like a flagellum thing, and have your husband, every time you look away from the book, beat you over the head with it. No. Do 20 minutes at a time. All you have to do is just do fucking something. Like, here's my thing. I just did a video on this. Motivation isn't, hey, go do it. Action makes motivation. Remember that. Action. So read a page. That motivates you. Do 5 questions. That motivates you. Watch one of my stupid videos. That motivates you. Sitting there going, hey, I want to do this does not motivate me. Like when I sit there on the couch watching TV, I don't go, oh, I'm motivated to go, but I will sit there and do nothing. The only time I do videos is when I get up and sit down and do one fucking thing and then it momentum. So momentum is a thing. Motivation is kind of bullshit. Action creates motivation. Sue, so I want you to do this. We have half an hour left. I want you to do 5 practice questions or read 2 paragraphs and come back and tell me that you did. That's your job. Right now, stop watching this. Leave it on so it looks like I have a viewer or two. Read a paragraph. Read just 1 paragraph and tell me you did. Then do another one. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do little baby steps at a time. Okay.
And if you like what Ken said, smash the like button.
Smash the like button. Yeah, sure. Good. Okay. Also, I didn't even think of this. If you are having trouble finding a way to study, guess what I'm going to tell you to do? Jeff, you should probably do the
custom study program.
That's right. Custom study program. Boy, that's so salesy. That's all right.
So salesy.
Right. Okay. Oh, it's a good segue. I feel like I'm Ben Shapiro. Segue right into that shit. Now, so understand the custom study plan is $50. You get on the phone with him for like an hour or 2, whatever it is, and he figures out it's not an hour or 2. It's 45 minutes. It's he'll kill me. He'll be like, what the fuck? Stop doing that. I can't be on the phone for 5 hours. So because because he will stay on with you until you're done. I mean, anyway, he'll help you out. Now, he will take a plan and base it on your work, your shit, his experience doing stuff, and tell you how to get going and get started again. It really does fucking help. Okay. Let me catch up. See, Kamani was right. She agreed. You looked like a ghost before. Okay.
He looks like
the ghost. Patrick Swayze, is that you're saying he looks like? Okay. Did you know that what's the one of the greatest mob movies ever is Goodfellas, right?
Of course.
Do you know they lost to best picture? Like whoever the wife lost best picture to fucking Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost. Now, I like Ghost, but fucking Goodfellas.
That came out the same year?
I think they did. That's what somebody said.
You know what? Whoopi was very good in Ghost.
No, I loved it. I liked it. I just hate her now. That's all. 1990. Oh no, wait, maybe not. So that was 1990. Ghost movie. It was Ghost. Yeah, 1990. They came out the same year. Yep. Ghost was a good fucking movie. I like that movie a lot.
It was a good movie.
But Goodfellas is great. Okay. I always see
Goodfellas, but it was a good movie.
Yes. Now, do you know what the sequel? Did I tell you? I told you this. You know what the sequel to Goodfellas is, right?
Yeah. Well,
My Blue Heaven.
Yeah.
Somebody I just posted. He goes, somebody I posted on Instagram. I said that. He goes, great advice. He watched it. I said, be warned, it's a comedy. It's not really the same thing. Okay. Now, no. Government securities don't fucking notice file. No. Joe, I think I saw that go back and forth. Government securities are not notice filing. The treasuries don't have to do shit. I'm going to double check right here, but they do not. Federal covered securities do. Watch, I'll be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong, but I won't admit it on here. I'll send you a private message. There's no way. I mean, they could be right. Am I hedging myself? Okay.
Somebody just wrote, come on, Ghost versus Goodfellas.
Oh yeah. Okay. So no, I don't see that. Joe, no fucking way. The only things that really have to notice file in a state as securities are, I wonder if they're saying, so government securities don't. So mutual funds and Reg D have to notice file. Joe A, go back and look. It says, if you're an investment advisor only giving advice on government securities, you might have to notice file as an investment advisor. Go check that out. See if that's what we're talking about. Okay. So keep in mind, if it's a security, they don't have to notice file, but it's an advisor giving only advice to government securities, they might have to notice file. Go check, Joe, see if that's what it says, because there's no way treasuries have to notice file. They're so fucking good. Okay, here we go. And Matt, I know you sent that super thing. Just stay. I'll be there in a second. I'm about 5 people away from you. Security exemption. Okay, Anna, don't sweat. Look, don't sweat the SEC security exemptions, because that's not really where the test is. Okay. It's more like, so if you have to do it, so what's exempt on the federal level? This is, I see if I can go through the list without looking. Treasuries, munis, small SBA, small business association, banks, utilities, common carriers, intrastate. That's where it's different, right? So if you do an intrastate offering, meaning like a qualification, like a Rule 147, that's qualification on our level. That's exempt from state registration. Okay. I prefer discipline over motivation. Exactly. Boom. I love it. Okay. Where are we? I gotta scroll back. Okay. Now, and then Reg D is an exempt transaction. Reg A is an exempt transaction. Those are all exempts on the federal level, right? Now, it's also charitable, religious, nonprofit, stuff like that. Ginnie Mae, Fannie Mae. Now, on the state level, it's a different list. It's mostly the same. Any federal government, Brazil, Venezuela, we'll see. Mexico, Canada, we'll see on that one. All those, any kind of federal government, okay? Any U.S. or Canadian muni is exempt. Anything from a bank, a utility, common carrier, sounds the same. But we're going to add in this commercial paper. Also, commercial paper under 270, exempt on the federal level and the state level. But the state goes, it also has to have a 50,000 denomination. I have a video on this. I literally have a video where I talk about, can I sell security exempt or not? Okay, so now, keep moving on this. So charitable religious nonprofit, anything on an exchange, that's different. Anything on an exchange is registered federally, but not state, okay? Mutual funds, registered federally, not state. Those are the big ones. Sold to qualified investors, registered federally, probably not state. Reg A, Reg D, they are exempt transactions on the federal level and exempt securities on the state level. Now, here's the big thing to remember. Exempt securities are always exempt. That's all the list, right? Exempt transactions it's a non-exempt security. It's a security that would normally have to register, but because of the way we're doing it, we don't have to. Okay? So it's my wife. I don't know. My wife comes home because she likes to watch Project Runway. So I don't know if she's going to come home and the dog goes crazy. Now, an exempt transaction is for a security that would normally have to register, but because of the way you're doing it, we don't have to do it. Exempt security means it never has to register. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. I also have videos on that. I have a video on whether you have to sell security or not. It's really early in my 66 playlist is great, but the first 8 or 9 videos are the best, and the rest are just filler. Okay, here we go. Cody. Okay. Use Kaplan for the set. Okay. Yeah, Brian Lee's stuff is good. Brian Lee has really good stuff. His videos and page shit, solid stuff, and it's really good test. Okay. Oh, this is good. Hey, Sue, are you in the Facebook group? If you're not in the Facebook group, get in there and say it. And people are joining groups all the time. There's like 80, 200 people in there now. It keeps growing and growing and growing. And I got a lot of people answering questions. People took it already. It's a super great environment. Okay, solicitor. What's a solicitor? Okay. Well, if you get charged with solicitation, that's not a good thing. That means you're a prostitute. But a solicitor is someone who finds clients for an advisor, not broker dealers, for an advisor. So a solicitor is a person or a firm that gives advice, that doesn't give advice. They find clients for advisors, not broker dealers. Now, the federal government, the SEC does not think of solicitors as giving personal securities advice. So they don't register on the federal level. They register on the state level. Now, if they're an IAR, they just they kind of loosely work for the IA and they find clients. Like I had a couple guys for the one IA. They only worked like 2 days a year. They basically brought in this one, they had one client that kept re-upping it every year. It was like, a $20 million account. They will walk in, they do it. The guy doesn't want anything to do with them. He just does it. He brings in the client and they cut the deal. They get paid. He's a solicitor. I don't care. He's a 1099 guy. And I talked to state and SEC and FINRA about it. They don't care how it is. As long as he's registered and he's serving a purpose, totally fine. Okay, now, moving on from that. A solicitor registers on the state wherever they have clients going in, okay? Now, if they are a firm and acting as a separate IA, they have a brochure too, because they're an IA on the state level, not the federal. So when they go to see a client, they give their brochure and the main IAs, where they have to give both. And they have to keep proof of delivery. Customer doesn't have to fucking sign it, but you have to have some proof that they both were delivered at or prior to signing the contract. And it's a state, which we might be, it has to be 48 hours before they sign the contract, or they get 5 days out. Okay. Gina Lola Brigida. Okay. What's the main thing for taxes? Find my tax video, baby. Hold on. Know that capital gains is lower. Let me see if I can find something. Hold on. Because it's not that deep. You just know cost basis. I don't even think it into cost basis proceeds. Where the hell is this stupid thing? Nope. I need the crash course. Okay. Here we go. Where are we? Yeah. I mean, some people do like 4-hour videos on taxes. What the fuck? Why do you need to do that? This isn't brain surgery. Here. Here. This should help you with the taxes. Boom. Okay. Alexa, we doing the fucking ISO, NSO again? Holy shit. Write this shit down. I'm going to kick your ass, Alexa. Okay. Toilet paper. Ugh. Ugh.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
Okay. Now, I like to find another one. Toilet paper, don't sweat it. What you do? So again, so you got a 66. At least it's sitting there, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to take the day off. Well, hopefully it was today or whatever. Take the day off. Tell everyone the day it happened. Take the weekend off. You got the weekend. Don't do anything all the weekend. Get drunk. Go find girls. Go find guys. I don't give a shit what you do. Go have a good time. If you're married, then don't go there. I don't want you to cheat on your wife. Go enjoy the weekend. Okay, that's your best bet. Go enjoy it, and then Monday start reading the book. Do not just say I'm going to pick up 7 points, 6 points. Don't think that was 7. Think you got it. I want you to act like you missed it by 34. Don't sweat this toilet paper. We're going to get there. Okay. Yeah, that's Test Geek. Joey, that's Test Geek. Yeah, they have some good stuff. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sorry, Matt, for making you wait a little bit. Okay. No. The only people that would have trouble with the 7 time limit are people who have trouble with all of them. Even the people who have trouble, I have one girl. She ended up she definitely processed shit very slowly. But she nailed it. She ran out of time the first second time she took it. She had to guess on the last 50 questions. That's almost unheard of. I mean, you get literally almost 3.5 hours. Oh, by the way, did everyone see that starting October 27th, they're reducing the unscored questions from 10 to 5 on the SIE 7 and 79 without changing the time. So they're actually giving you a little more time. So it should be a little easier to pass. So that should answer you. Matatron for 100%. I've never. If you did fine on the essay, you're going to be fine on the 7. Don't let crazy thoughts get into your head, right? Remember something: 80% of your fears don't fucking happen. So don't add fears, right? Don't sit there and worry about shit that you can't that you don't know is going to happen. Don't add your own. Don't go down a fucking rabbit hole, baby. Okay. Just focus on doing the stuff. The question is, are you taking a long time? This is for any exam anyway. So the only one that, let me be fair. Let me bring it back to tonight. The only test that really does have a time crunch is the 63. The 63, you got 1:15 per question, and they throw novels at you. Sometimes you get easy ones, but sometimes you get a fucking War and Peace thing. And you're like, holy crap, what am I going to do? So for the most part, for the 7, 65, 66, I don't know anyone that's really run out of time. Not unless they really had a learning disability or really was a slow processor, and they got a warning of that on the SIE. That's where we are. Okay. I hear somebody typing away. Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Hold on, let me get this one. Colleen, not a lot. Not a lot, baby. Not a lot. Okay. Oh, Joanna, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm so happy for that. That's awesome. I love when I hear that some of my shit works. I never know. I throw shit out there because I think it's going to help. And then I don't know. I mean, people like it or they share it or whatever, but I don't know if it works. Okay. Now, I don't have a cheat sheet, but remember this. So let's see, Stephanie, what does DDM stand for? Dividend discount model. So obviously it has to do with stock, right? Right? So if it's dividend discount model, it has to be stock. So write this down, Stephanie. Dividend discount model is for preferreds. Dividend growth model is for common stock that pay dividends. DCF is for everything else. And remember, those 3 things are kind of doing the same thing, but for different products, right? But remember, they are there to find, okay? They are there to find present value. DDM is to find present value on preferred stock, or maybe a stock that has a very consistent dividend. Dividend growth models for common because they assume the dividend grows over time, but it's to find present value. DCF is for everything else. And what do? They discount all the future cash flows and bring it back to present value, baby. That's where we are. Hope that helps a little bit, staff. Okay. Olivia, here's my thing. That's funny, Cody. I'm not a dump sheet person for the 66. I really am not. I don't. That's not really a thing I do because you just don't know what they. I mean, maybe put the bond triangle on there. Maybe put the options matrix for the few questions you're gonna get. Maybe do a little thing to remind yourself that agents always register. Maybe do the thing that I originated: no office, no retail, no register. Even though some people fucking copy it. So little things like that, little reminders. That's where we go. Okay. But I'm not a fan of I don't really go big on the dump sheet on that. On the 7 and the SI, yeah, there's a lot of things you can put on there. But on the 66, you just don't know where it's going. I mean, maybe put a thing. Oh, here's one thing I tell everyone to put on their dump sheet. Anyone taking the test, right on top, write the word accept. EXCEPT. Right, big fucking block letter. You got a marker. It's going to be big anyway. Every time you see a not or an accept question on the exam, take your hand off the mouse and put it on that word. That'll remind you as you're taking the question that it's an accept. I've done it a million times. I've done it a million times where I've read a question, it's long, and I answer it, and I forgot that it was an accept. I saw it in the beginning, full on address it, and then I forgot. So if you put your hand on the word, when you took your hand off to grab the mouse, it's going to remind you. Cody, I'm with you. I do that when I see past perfect questions. 5-letter, was it IRMAA? Cody, was it IRMAA? Okay. By the way, Joni, thank you very much. I'm a girl. I'm just a girl who likes a boy who's taking the 7. I don't know. Isn't that a movie? Okay. Oh, so you can give up 19 grand a year. You can give away 19 grand a year in gifts. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking a different thing when I read that. So, gift tax limit is the most you can give per year without paying taxes is 19 grand. However, if it's a 529, you can front load 5 years of that. So whatever 5 times 19 is, what is that? 95,000, right? Okay. Or you have the annual lifetime exclusion, which is like 13.9 million. So if you give somebody 25 grand, you probably have to pay taxes on the 6. That's over. Unless you use it toward your lifetime gift exclusion. So then you just have to keep track of it. So when you die, they go, oh, this 25 grand went to this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the only 2 accounts that you must be married are tenants in entirety and community property. Okay. Okay. So married, so community property, and is tenants in entirety. Now, the reason tenants in entirety works is because this way, say I'm married. I am married. See, me and my wife own a house and a tenants in entirety house, and I do some stupid shit, which I normally do, and I get sued. They can't touch the house unless both of us are creditors. That's how you protect property. Okay. And community property is the other one. Not every state does it. Yeah. So, Joey, it's not in there yet. Jessica, stay on there. Oh, I saw you on Facebook. Boom. Okay. Yeah, my Power Hour video. I love that one on the 7. Okay. 401k, it's not yet. They're trying. Don't expect it before next spring. It's fine. So what's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen to Bitcoin and all that shit if they allow it? Do you think people will start dumping it into shit like that? Like there's money coming in it now, right? So, like, I wonder if what are PE firms going to do? They're going to buy every fucking apartment building in the fucking world now. So, but maybe they'll buy some tutoring companies. Okay. Jessica. Boom, baby. Boom. I love it. Nailed that shit.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe, baby. Good. Okay. Yup. So Cody, yeah, baby. I thought you were done. That's awesome. So yes, glad you asked. So I have a membership level, which is $25 or $49 a month, depending, or $99. We meet at 6 p.m. Cody, we meet at 6 p.m. on Sunday for the 7 p.m. for the options, okay? And then the extra one, which was a $99 a month, and you get that Plus, we meet on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. But we're not meeting this Sunday because I did it last night because I'm gone. I'm watching the Falcons beat the Redskins. Okay. So, yeah, I do the weekly classes. That's the membership thing. We meet every Sunday. And even if you don't want to pay the $25, if you just want the option shit, just pay the $19 for that. It's a fucking killer. Joe, I agree. Discipline creates motivation. It really does. Momentum is a thing. Not on the test. I'm not a fan of momentum on the exam because I think you make mistakes. But as far as studying goes, action begets action. Okay? Avoiding probate means you're not dealing with the court deciding where your money goes. Exactly. So rights of survivorship, transfer on death, trust, usually avoid probate. Okay. You need to write this fucking shit down, Alexa. NSO, it's ordinary income no matter when you do it. And you are taxed when you exercise. ISO it's only for employees. It's you can exercise it. You don't pay taxes when you exercise it. But once you exercise it, if you wait at least a year to sell it, it's a long-term capital gain. Or 2 years after it's granted, it's a long-term capital gain. But remember, it could be subject to AMT, and the most you can take out each year is $100,000. Joe, 100% agree with you. Goodfellas beats Ghost every time, but Ghost was a good movie. Remember, when it came out, I had just gotten married, so you kind of got to go with what the wife wants all the time. Okay. And remember something. If you watched Ghost when you were young, there was a shot the night ended very well. If you watch Goodfellas, you're going to be home alone. You're going to be alone watching that movie. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, hold on. Did you see this? Oh, you sent it to her. So did Colleen email you yet?
Let me see.
Colleen, if you haven't seen it yet, that's the email. If you didn't do it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. So yeah, they have RV. Yes, they have jurisdiction over the person doing the trade. They have jurisdiction over the agent or the IAR or the broker-dealer or the IA. The security they don't have jurisdiction over as far as the security goes, but they have jurisdiction over who does it because they're not exempt. Yeah, Reed, I like his stuff. His Series 7 shit is outstanding if you go in there because he has really good. But remember, this is the one thing as everyone's gone on there. If you go to the class, he does a live class. It's like $300, but it's in Denver. So you got to go to Denver. But I'm not even sure the class is 300. It might be less. But it's an 8-hour day, Monday through Friday. You can do Zoom, but it's hard. And he doesn't go into heavy shit. He just goes, this is this, this is that, this is this. It's high level stuff, really effective for the 7, less effective for the 65 and 66, but still good. Okay. Sharon Hall. So Noah Hall passed and Sharon Hall passed. You guys related? That's outstanding. I don't know if you're still here. Well, let's see. This is what you're going to say.
Louder! Show me the money! That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money!
I love that. That's another great one. Okay. Boom, baby. Sharon, it's awesome. What didn't you ask for? What is she yelling at me for? Okay. Just finished the 7. Okay. Okay, Mason, what are the big 3 for the 66? Not the same, but I'm going to help you. Investment vehicle characteristics is massive. Investment vehicle characteristics is massive, and the regs, obviously. So here's the big 3. Investment vehicle characteristics, regs, and business and economic shit. You get those 3, you should be fine. Oh, sorry. Regs and investment vehicle characteristics. It's a 65 is the business stuff. 66, it's like 9 questions. Don't worry about it. If you get the business and if you get an investment vehicle characteristics and regs down, and then if you want to lean toward the portfolio, fine. But those are the 2 big ones. Okay. Okay. Civil and criminal. Okay. I'm starting to catch up because I have that class after. Okay. Civil. So let's do it this way. So civil, if you see unintentional or incidental or he didn't mean it, that's unethical. It's not fraudulent, okay? And since it's unethical, criminal jail time is not on the case. So the only thing you're subject to is suspension, suspend, deny, revokes, ban, all that shit, and civil liability, which means you can be sued. Okay, they can't fine you. Okay, now criminal is if you see intentional, willful, fraudulent. All those words mean criminal. And if it's criminal, you have all the other shit too, the ethical stuff, plus jail time. Now remember this. Remember the 3-5-10 rule. 3-5-10. It's really 10, but whatever. So if it's state, always remember the years is less than the money, right? 3-5-10. State is 3 years in jail, $5,000 fine. Or if it's federal, 5 years in jail, $10,000 fine. Okay? So 3-5-10. 3 years in jail, $5,000 fine. Or if it's federal, 5 years in jail, $10,000 fine. Okay? Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but you think about this. What did they do? So understand, our current president signed a check saying legal expenses to pay off a prostitute. They hit him with 34 counts of felony. So imagine what they can do to you who doesn't have good lawyers. You're going to do one thing wrong and get hit with 38 fucking counts of, oh, he said the wrong thing to me. Because every time you pick up a phone, that's a new violation. So it may seem like 3 years isn't a lot, but it could be 3 times fucking 40. Okay. There you go. I like it. Cody, thank you very much. I love it. There you go. So IRMAA has got to be the way, that acronym. Okay. Olivia, not a lot of formulas. Maybe Cody will answer. Okay. Oh, so IRMAA, I'll explain that. So I'm not going to Louisiana. I'm going to Atlanta, baby. Okay. I'm literally staying at a hotel right across the street from it, going into the game, coming out, and then leaving the next day. Okay. My son will probably go out and get in trouble. Okay. Okay, first, Olivia, not a lot of formulas. Current yield, maybe. PE ratio, earnings per share, total return, convertible, maybe an option break even or two. Nothing crazy. Okay. Mason, the 66 is a mind fuck. Okay. 66 is a mind fuck. Okay. So I would say this, the essay and the
You froze
IRMAA
there again.
and IRMAA. Income-related Medicare. What? Did I freeze?
You froze. Yep.
Am I still frozen?
Yeah. Yes. In a
Still
very
frozen?
interesting position. No.
Okay. So, are we good? Am I unfrozen?
You're good now.
Oh, good. I did turn the air on. Okay. So now, IRMAA and IRMAA. Okay. Now, IRMAA is income retirement Medicare, income related Medicare, something, whatever. Now, Medicare Advantage adjustment. So here's the deal. If you make more money, it's going to cost you more money. So if you make very little money, remember, it's not from Medicare, the base. So we have Medicare and they have Medicare Advantage, A through like F. These are things you can add on to it, right? A and B, I think, are automatic, right? But anything, oh no, A is not automatic. But if you make, so let's say you make 20 grand a year, you won't have to pay more than a couple bucks a month for it. But if you make like 300-400 grand a year, you might have to pay $800 a month for it. It's an addition to Medicare. Okay. So that's the whole thing, is that it adds on, it's an addition, it's income related Medicare. Now, you have to, that's one thing, know that it's more. Well, a question that you might have gotten is what, let me try to read this. It's a big question. Where are you, you bastard? Okay. So here's a possible question. Why does the IRS recommend incorporating IRMAA into the distributions from a qualified plan? Okay. So when you're calculating your plan, why do you do that? Okay. So now, the whole point here is, why are you incorporating the distributions into your retirement plan? Okay. Why are you doing that? Because you want you want to not be surprised. So you have to add in, you go, okay, I make this much money. I'm going to have to pay that. You're doing it so you can estimate the costs of the plan. That's why you're doing it. IRMAA it's good. The more you make, the more they charge you. And you should, into your retirement plan, you should absolutely build the factors in there so you know what it's going to cost. So you go, oh, I'm making 30 grand a year. It's going to cost me this. If I make 20, it's going to cost me this. If I make 80, it's going to cost me this. So it helps to know that. Okay. Access person. Okay. Access person is a person who has access. That help you know. It's a person who works for an IA who has access to client information, like non-public information. Your job is to protect that information. So if you're an access person, doesn't mean you have to be an IAR. Remember that. It does not mean you have to be an IAR. Okay? It does not at all mean you have to be an IAR, but you do have to. So if you could be the tech person, you could be a partner, officer, director, or of anything where if you have access to clients' accounts, you have to do certain things. You have to file a personal securities holdings report, listing of all your holdings within 10 days of you becoming an access person. Then you have to do a quarterly transaction report. I think it's within 45 days. You look it up. 45 days at the end of the quarter, a quarterly transaction report. And then you have to do an annual securities holdings report within 30 days at the end of the year. So it's when you become, it's 10. I think it's 45 for the quarterly and then 30 for the annual. So the whole point is you have access to client information. Then I want to make sure you're not front running them, shooting against them, shit like that. Okay. Did I fix it? Did I fix the thing of 65? Okay, I think I did. Okay. Oh, 65 is a head fuck. That's all. No, hold on. It's just a little off. Okay. Uncanny. I will definitely try not to die in Louisiana. IRR, internal rate of return. That's the rate of return where present value and future value are the same. Not the same number, but they're on parity. Like if you do, if you invest $850 and you earn 5% a year, 8 times 1.05, 3 times, that's like $980. That rate of return is your internal rate of return. Okay. How long is is it a whole year? What were you doing? Were you traveling the world? That's fine. Were you sitting there playing Fortnite for a year? That's not so good. But look, in reality, as Mason, one of our tutors, just said, the investment banks are in a hiring spree right now, which is good. So that may help. I don't know if it's just the analyst part, but keep it up. Okay. I don't know that a gap is a big deal, but it depends what you fill it with. Again, if you're in a basement playing Fortnite, not nearly as good as traveling the world. And by the way, I'm not, depending what job you're getting, it's probably not that big a deal. You just want to have you want to have a good answer for it. I mean, tell them you're on a sabbatical. I don't know. What can I say? Is only not enough. Yeah, I think they're fine, but I still look. If you want to test yourself, I'm a big fan of multiple vendors. So I like Notman, but I think if you go, more tariffs is great. Okay, so now, you saw that? Did you see that come through? Tariffs on pharmaceuticals, heavy trucks, kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, but no tutoring services. No tariffs on tutoring services. We are good to go. Okay, so now, yeah, I would go to STC and buy their supplemental exams. I have a link for it, but go to STC and buy their supplemental exams. It'll just be a new vendor. Okay. Very good. I like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, after tax return. I always forget that one. Thank you, Cody. Yeah, they're not super hard. Okay. Also, guys, don't forget, if you need tutoring, our guys are here. I have 2 tutors that work for me. Plus, I have a third who does the 79. He doesn't do the other exams. And I don't think he does. Oh, he does. Does he do the 63 now too, Mason? We'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and if you don't like him, again, series7exam.org, that's me or the other tutors. If you don't like my style, go check out Michael Weiss over at series7examtutor.com. He's really good, especially for the 65, 66. He has a CFA. He knows what he's doing. He's very organized. Literally the exact opposite of me. I'll get you to pass just for brute force. He'll get you past because he's super organized. Okay. And he knows his shit. So commercial paper, yes, you'd be exempt from both, depending, right? So commercial paper under 270 alone is exempt from Fed. However, the state adds they have to be a minimum 50,000 to denomination and the top 3 credit ratings, which is what AAA down to A. Top 3 credit ratings, and then it is. By the way, the reason they do the 50,000 denomination thing is because they don't want grandma buying it. Because if look, grandma's not dropping 50K on a commercial paper. That's another thing. Remember something, guys. When somebody wants short time horizon, right? When they're doing a short time horizon, just remember that retail people don't really buy money markets. They buy money market funds. You know, you're not going to see grandma whipping out commercial paper, banker's acceptance. You know, Bill, she's not going on that shit. She's buying a money market fund. So most people buy money market funds. John Ranieri, I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. Thank you. Watch the videos. They will change your life, my man. Those option videos will change your life. Okay. It's not horrible. Okay. It's not ridiculously bad. It's there. Okay. You got to know if it's an exempt security, you don't file with the state. You don't file the ads with the state. If it's out to one person, it's not advertising. More than one person would be advertising. So if it's on the IA side, if you send it to up to 10 people, you have to keep track of who you send it to. If it's over 10 people, you just have to keep track of what you do. Testimonials are allowed on the federal level, SEC, but not the state. Now, some states allow it. So if they say the state is following the SEC law, that's fine. States pretty much don't allow testimonials. SEC does with disclosure. And if you pay them more than $1,000, you have to disclose that shit. So if you pay me $800, you don't have to disclose shit. Okay, not too bad. We got this done. I have my class. So if anyone wants to join the membership, too late, you can come in next Sunday. Okay. I'm about to start it up. And thank you guys for coming on. I love, again, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my favorite nights. Even if I'm tired, I love doing this because I feel like I'm connecting with fucking people. And I may not. You may be laughing at me. It's a joke, but I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Have a great weekend. And enjoy your day.